My name is Dr. Albert Ndwiga. I work in the Ministry of Health. I'm here specifically representing the division that is responsible for reproductive and maternal health, and where the family planning program is domiciled. Theme, Your Excellency, is agency, intention, and access. In this context, agency means freedom of choice. The person is free to choose, having been given the correct information on how to lead their reproductive life. Nobody should be coerced to have a pregnancy. Your mother-in-law should not tell you when you get pregnant. Nobody should coerce you to not get pregnant, to stop you from taking contraception, because what they are doing is they are robbing you of your agency as a free moral agent in Kenya to decide what happens to you and your reproductive health. The second bit is intention. Your Excellency, according to the data we have from 2022, nearly half of all pregnancies in Kenya are unintended. People just wake up one morning and, oops, we are pregnant. The we turns to me very fast because the man usually takes off. And there are consequences to this. Because, Your Excellency, nobody will seek an abortion if they intended to get pregnancy in the first place. So most of the people you see getting unsafe abortions are those who got pregnancies that were unintended. And there's a very high unmet need. From the same data set, 14% of women have an unmet need for family planning. In which case it means that they know about it, they don't want to get pregnant, not now anyway, but they're not doing anything about it. And those are the barriers that we are looking. FHI 360 was here talking about research. Those are some of the barriers. We want to find out why is it that there are people who with unmet need in communities where access to family planning is not limited. The third part of our theme today is access. I'll tell you for a fact, Your Excellency, that the disparity in Kenya as far as family planning is concerned is alarming, because one county has an MCPR, modern contraceptive prevalence rate of 75%, and another one has only 1%, lower than the worst ever, even in sub-Saharan Africa. And the question is why? Why such disparities? We run the same program across the country. We offer the same messages across the country. So why is it like this? And you can see the correlation. I was talking with the county commissioner today in the morning, and he was very, very clear that he has noticed that the Human Development Index is higher where there is high contraceptive uptake, including even education and wealth of families, purchasing power of families. So family planning is not something we talk about lightly, because it directly affects the health and the wealth of the nation as a whole. And for those of you who like statistics, maybe you can take some time and look at different countries, look at their contraceptive uptake, and look at the economy, and you'll see there's a very strong correlation. We cannot develop Kenya without planning the family, the unit of every society. So access has been a problem, and that is why we're working very, very, very hard to ensure that there is all the aspects of demand, all the aspects of supply are taken care of, Your Excellency, so that everybody has equal access to these services. Unfortunately, it's an open secret that we have been heavily reliant on donor funding for family planning in Kenya. We were shocked when the donors now started pulling out, one after the other. And the only option, Your Excellency, we have, and I'm very, very, very happy to hear what Waziri said, that there's a budget line for family planning in Makueni. We have no other choice than to use domestic financing for family planning in Kenya, because nobody else is going to come and assist us. UNFPA is the only donor left standing, and they have come with their conditions. They said if we don't match their funding, they will not fund us anymore. So I think it is a sign of times that if we don't stand on our own 2 feet, very soon there will be a crisis. I want to talk about men. Men are one of the barriers we have in agency, intention, and access. I've seen some who are opposed. Others have attached certain cultural values to their sexual and reproductive health and their manhood and manliness. I think the message should be very clear that you're not a man if your children are sleeping hungry. You cannot pretend you're a man if your children are not going to school. You cannot pretend you're manly if your wife has to walk for a whole day to get a jerrycan of water. And therefore, as a man, you're the one who has the first honors, or first opportunity to plan your family around the resources that you have or expect to get. And therefore, male involvement is a major, major intervention we are doing in the Ministry of Health, alongside with the ones that have been mentioned here.